Good evening, my dear professor. My name is Sandra Valareso, and I will be making an analysis about the telltale heart. I noticed that this is a fiction novel written by Edgar Allan Poe, and it is characterized by its mystery. Also, another thing that I noticed is that this story takes place a long time ago. I don't know exactly where though, and that the person who is narrating is a very educated person for the structure, the English structure that he or she uses. I would say it's a he. Now, there is a pattern at the beginning of the story and at the end of the story. At the beginning, because for 7 times he repeats exactly the same, he does a ritual and he repeats for 7 nights almost the same ritual. And then at the end, there is a pattern repetition because he doesn't know if the police officers who are in the house are listening to what he is listening. Now, there is a contrast here because between the first pattern and the last pattern, in between, the narrator does tell the story and tells how he develops and accomplishes his crime. I felt really, I feel really happy about it because I like this kind of readings and how it develops. Now, the story is about a person who lives with another, either lives or takes care of another person, and but he's afraid of this person, of this man, because he has a special eye that looks like a vulture eye, and so he decides that he has to kill him, and at the end he does kill him. I think that I will have loved to know more about the story in order to understand the setting and the time when it happened. For example, I don't know how these people met. I don't know if they had a relationship. And I don't know at the end what happens after he tells the police officers that he killed the man. This is a novel and the genre is a mystery. It's a mystery fiction novel. I think that the person who is narrating, which is the criminal, is addressing the reader, in this case me, because he is explaining everything that happened at the beginning and that is happening throughout the story. When and where it happened, well, in the external time, I searched about it, and the story was published in 2 times. The first year was on January 1843, and then the second year at the time on August 1845. And this happened in the United States. In the internal area, it is uncertain because it doesn't say, it only says that inside a house, but it doesn't exactly says where. And in my thinking, I would say that it happens between the 30s and the 40s. Now, the story is written in such a way that there are a lot of metaphors and symbols, which helps the reader have a lot of imagination. The structures of the language structure is complex, is not very simple. It has unusual lexicon, which is not very easy to understand. And there is repetition at the beginning and at the end. So at some point, I feel that the story, it makes the reader feel be part of the story. Well, I also searched and found out that there's no certain information of why this story was written. Maybe it's because Allan Poe likes this kind of stories, but for sure he received $10 million for it. And what if the writer would have changed the writing style, it would have been great, because many people like this kind of stories, but not many people read them because of the lexicon, the complex, the language complexity, no, the language that it's not very usual to read. It's not common. So if it would have been written in a simple language, then it would have been much great. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your time to listen to me and your comments. I hope to hearing from you very soon. Thank you and goodbye.